One fateful evening, my entire existence crumbled. I was immersed in work at my modest office, papers strewn across my desk, when my phone vibrated with a new message. It was from my beloved wife of 8 years, Emily. I anticipated a tender note, perhaps a loving nudge about our dinner plans or a warm good night. Instead, the message I read sent a chill through my core. Its words were stark, almost ruthless in their simplicity. "I'm done. I'm leaving you. Don't try to change my mind." My heart plummeted, my hands trembled, and I gazed at the illuminated screen, trapped in a surreal nightmare I couldn't escape. In that instant, every foundation of our marriage, our love, trust, and dreams for the future, shattered under the weight of those cold, curt words. I raced home, clinging to the faint hope that this was a cruel prank or a fleeting moment of anger. But as I stepped into our house, reality struck with brutal clarity. Emily's wardrobe was half empty, drawers yanked open, and her cherished suitcase nowhere to be found. Our wedding photo stood untouched on the bedside table, a cruel mockery of our past, while her side of the bed lay starkly bare. I dialed her number repeatedly, each call unanswered, slipping straight to voicemail. That night, sleep eluded me. I sat in the deafening quiet of our once shared home, every creak of the floorboards and distant hum of a passing car a stark reminder that the woman I adored had left me with nothing but a digital farewell. The weeks that followed were agonizing. Friends and family bombarded me with questions I couldn't answer. What went wrong? Did you argue? Will she return? I remained silent, grappling with my own confusion and lack of answers. Emily offered no further explanation. No follow-up text, no call, just an oppressive void. The sting of her betrayal cut deeper than anything I had ever endured. Nights stretched endlessly, food became tasteless, and every corner of our town evoked her memory. The cafe where we shared leisurely Saturday breakfasts, the park bench where I knelt to propose, even the grocery aisle where she'd tease me about my snack choices, all transformed into a haunting cemetery of our shared past. Eventually, hushed rumors began to circulate. A mutual acquaintance revealed that Emily had been spotted with another man, a colleague from her workplace. That revelation clarified her abrupt departure, the haste, the icy detachment. She hadn't left because she was unfulfilled. She'd left believing she'd found something superior. This truth wounded me more than her initial message. I had been steadfast, devoted, and utterly oblivious to any signs of her discontent. While I dreamed of future getaways and saved for our shared aspirations, she was orchestrating her exit. I felt foolish, and gradually, anger began to eclipse the heartbreak. As months passed, I pieced my life back together, bit by painstaking bit. I threw myself into my work, found solace in the gym, and reconnected with friends I'd overlooked during my marriage. The pain lingered, but I learned to coexist with it. I convinced myself she was gone for good, that I had to forge ahead despite the weight in my chest. Slowly, I grew resilient. The man who once waited desperately by the phone was no more. In his place stood someone hardened, someone who understood love's potential for cruelty, but refused to let it define him. Then one unexpected afternoon, my phone buzzed again. It was Emily. For a moment, I considered ignoring it, but curiosity prevailed. Her message was lengthy this time, brimming with words I never imagined she'd utter. Remorse, sorrow, desperation. She confessed that her affair with the man she left me for had collapsed. He had deceived her, used her, and left her shattered. She admitted she'd realized, too late, that she'd discarded the one person who truly cherished her. Her words dripped with regret. "I made the gravest mistake of my life. Can we please talk?" I stared at the message, much like I had her farewell months before, but this time, my emotions were different. Instead of anguish, I felt an odd tranquility. She had broken me with one text and now sought to return with another. Life had turned full circle. Despite my reservations, I agreed to meet her at a coffee shop. When she entered, I barely recognized her. The vibrant confidence she once exuded had vanished. She looked weary, diminished, aged beyond her years. Her attempt at a smile faltered when she saw my calm demeanor. Tears welled up almost instantly as she poured out apologies, pleading for another chance. She spoke of lessons learned, her longing to return home, and her desire to rebuild what she'd demolished. For the first time in months, I wasn't the one broken at the table. She was. I listened in silence, letting her spill every justification, every regret. When she finished, I leaned forward and spoke words I'd held inside for too long. Emily, you destroyed us with a single text. Do you honestly believe another can erase that? Her tears fell harder, but I remained unmoved. I explained that forgiveness doesn't equate to reconciliation, and trust, once shattered, doesn't simply mend. She wanted me to shoulder her pain, to fix her errors, but I was no longer her fallback. As I left the cafe, I felt an unprecedented lightness. She remained at the table, sobbing into her hands, just as I had once wept over her message. But this time, I held the power. She had wagered everything on a fleeting thrill and lost it all. I didn't crave vengeance or need her remorse. My closure came from knowing she finally grasped the magnitude of the pain she inflicted, and that I had transcended it. The man she broke was gone, and the one walking away was stronger than she could ever hope to deserve.